In April, I spoke with LaDrena Dansby, Anna Pridmore, and Barbara Wagner about challenges and opportunities for women in construction. Originally planned as a 30-minute chat, our conversation was so enlightening, we had to split it into 4 parts. Our full-length episode on the Design Build Delivers podcast, Blueprints to Inclusion, explored the impact and future of women in the AEC industry. Next, 3 sections that originally hit the cutting room floor became this month's bonus episodes. In one, we talked about diversity programs and C-suite diversification. In another, we got into how women evolve in male-dominated spaces. This time, we're shifting our focus to work-life integration and modern perspectives on achieving a full life. I am Erin Looney, and this is the Design Build Delivers podcast bonus content brought to you by US CAD. Discussions about women in the workforce often circle back to the concept of work-life balance, a women's liberation-era term used to address the challenges women faced balancing career and family. However, the world of work has evolved. Today, we embrace the idea of work-life integration, a holistic approach that seeks harmony between work and personal life. Unlike the compartmentalization encouraged by work-life balance, integration blurs the lines between the two, recognizing they can complement each other. This philosophy fosters compromise, collaboration, flexibility, space to innovate. Sound familiar? Well, it should. These principles of work-life integration mirror those of design build. While work-life integration is largely gender-neutral, especially in a post-COVID world, there's still a disproportionate focus on women's efforts to achieve balance. A recent study from Texas A&M revealed that while all genders support equal opportunities in the workforce, there's still an underlying expectation for women to perform most of the work in the home and family spheres. This expectation, coupled with a historical lack of support in industries like construction, perpetuates the perception of work-life integration as primarily a women's issue. So, there's still substantial room for progress to be made toward equitable integration. Barbara, why do you think work-life integration is still predominantly seen as a women's concern?
Women naturally take on more than sometimes that they need. And they really need to be able to balance their time between their personal life and their career. There's a book out there that talks about some of the habits that women have that they need to correct. And one is the disease to please. And I see that in myself where someone will call and say, hey, can you do this? Can you speak at this? Can you be in this meeting? And we all say, yes, 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 yes. But we really need to step back to say, what will that do for me? Will that further my career? Are they just asking me because they'll know I'll do it and it's not going to do anything for me? So as you're working on that work-life balance, number one, don't take on more than you can really do successfully, but really decide how important that task or presentation may be for your career.
Anna, what's your perspective on work-life integration? Is it or should it be a gender-neutral issue?
From my perspective, when it comes to the work-life balance aspect or work-life integration, I think gender is a point on the curve. And there are certainly situations where, especially as women who choose to have children, there's certainly certain accommodations that are needed to make sure that they're supported and that the profile of their work could be adjusted to support them through pregnancy and giving birth, having a newborn. It's all about creating an environment where everyone feels they have the opportunity to fully participate. I have people on my team with various physical differences and challenges as well. And so making sure that regardless of what the circumstances that they have, a member had to have some surgery and work from home from a couple months, and making sure that we can accommodate those types of things so that they can feel they can still participate, they can still be a valued member of the team, and that they're not going to be excluded from career growth because they have something that requires some accommodation. So I think that's important to look at it from that more holistic perspective of how are we making sure that regardless of what your specific accommodation needs are, that we're working to help create an environment where you feel that you can fully participate.
And not only is this about accommodations, as Anna mentioned, or managing your commitments, as Barbara pointed out, but work-life integration is also about being able to and allowed to create space for your non-work life on the whole. We'll close this bonus episode with a callback to our July 2023 episode with Cabri Lehrman-Schmid, still available to listen if you haven't, which sums up nicely where we are on improving work-life integration in the AEC industry.
As an industry, the ability to focus on what people need personally is where we need to put in the work and where we're still trying to figure out what are our policies. We're constantly reevaluating what we think we have the obligation and opportunity to provide our people. I think it was really with COVID that our industry started truly realizing we owe our people more than just the professional context inside the gate of a job site. We have the opportunities and obligation to help them achieve and support them personally so that they're a whole person coming into that job site.
The key is processes that support our whole selves, something the collaborative nature of Design Build makes room for. Make sure you listen to the full April episode, Blueprints to Inclusion, as well as the other 2 bonus episodes, Navigating Authenticity and Show Me Your C-Suite, that get into a whole lot more issues facing women in the AEC industry today. And our May episode on augmented reality in construction is coming out May 30th. As always, thanks to our producer Fred Yee for making sure we all sound good, to our guests for their insight, US CAD for their support, and you for listening to the Design Build Delivers podcast.